everyone, I'm Kirsty. Today we're watching episode 4 of When Life Gives You Tangerines. Our last episode we saw Kwan-sik and Aesun kind of have a mini little like breakup. They weren't like officially together, but it was like once they got back to Jeju, they had a bit of a fallout. And then Aesun was supposed to marry this guy who'd already been divorced, and was just generally a bit sleazy. But when it came down to it, when she was getting fitted for a dress and Kwan-sik was leaving the island, she was like, I can't do this, I love Kwan-sik, and she went and chased his boat, and he swam back, and it was very romantic, very sweet. So yeah, and she was also pregnant from the one time they did it in Busan. So I'm excited to watch more today. I really enjoy this show. I'm normally not one for like slice of life kind of content, but I just really like seeing this kind of different era of Korea and a different, like, you know, we just don't see this kind of stuff often. So yeah, let's get into it. If you enjoy my reaction, don't forget to hit subscribe, and if you'd like to leave a like or a comment, I'd very much appreciate that. You can find my links down below, including my gaming channel and my Patreon, where you can support me and receive exclusive access to bonus K-drama reactions, like Welcome to Zandali, Marry My Husband, Lovely Runner. I'm currently uploading Flower of Evil over there as well. You can also find my full watch-along style reactions to When Life Gives You Tangerines there too. Oh wow, where is that? That's beautiful.
손 귀한 집에 시집을 왔으면 지할 도리는 줄줄이 해내야지. 어떻게 그냥 다 꽁으로 먹자고 들어? 시집 올 때더니 은수저 한 짜가리를 안 해하고 손 날로 그냥. 너는
Oh my god, her knees would be given in.
놀랍고 땡볕이냐?
That's you told.
관식이가 당장이나 네 편 들지. 지 엄마 욕하는 거 어떤 놈이 좋다고 반겨? 지는 천하의 호래 자식이라도 지 마누라는 천하의 효부 되길 바라는 게 사는 놈들 심.
What is that stuff she's throwing at their feet?
니 똥 굴다.
원래가요. 처갓집 미워도 마누라 예쁘면 그냥 산다잖아요. 저도 비슷해요.
아이씨.
It's so interesting. Aesun's mother-in-law, she was like, I don't know, she was so nice to her before, and now she's like, I don't know, not very pleasant. But maybe it's because now she has married Kwan-sik. It's like, oh, she took my precious son.
사람한테 파tum에 뿌려 왜?
Red beans.
엄마 귀신 좀 붙었으면 뭐? 우리 엄마가 나 보고 싶어서 좀 본다는데.
Oh, was she trying to ward away spirits by throwing red beans at her?
애어멍 허락은 받았고 누가 누구 허락을 받아? 걔가 대장이야. 사람이나 말이나 밥값 빼먹고 산다. 기술가를 좀 살피.
She's plugging her ears.
형의 강내가 예순이한테 날마다 그랬다. 물질은 의지 말라. 물질은 배우지도 말라. 강내가 지 딸도 죽어라 안 시킨 거를 지 손녀를 시키고 싶겠냐고요.
Exactly.
미천이냐? 잔말 말고 놀게 하라. 참년년들이 오지랖 떠오라긴다.
Oh my gosh. I really appreciate the Haenyo there for like being like, no. I'm sure Aesun doesn't want this. What are you doing?
너 뭐 씹어제낄 것들 층층이어도 짓거릴 데 없잖아. 전화해. 그 팥뿌리는 할망구도 나한테 씹으라고. 나 그런 건 잘해.
You didn't want her around before.
그러면 좀 뭐 잘 좀.
Spit it out.
아, 쎄 빠지게 치작거리라고. 기껏 그거 하나 뜯어가게? 아, 뜯어가긴 뭘 뜯어가요. 아, 가지라며.
Oh, I've just realised I'm guessing Aesun's stepdad and her are maybe moving, and that's why she can't go to the house. I thought it was maybe that they were like saying you can't come here anymore. And that was her stuff, but I've realised it's their stuff and they're moving.
너 하나 있어.
옥돔에 오셨어?
옥수수 내가 산 걸로 쳐.
야 너는 네 차만 딱 해주냐?
Yes.
딱 해주고?
It's all he's ever cared about. Oh, the yellow dress.
이놈의 건 왜 받아와? 팥뿌리라 팥뿌려.
애들 클 때 입던 것도 어떤 거는 거의 진짜 세.
He's like, I'm keeping that for memories.
주무세요.
안녕하세요.
푹 주무셔 푹. 그래야 성격 좋아져요.
Oh, she got qualified in the end from school. Well, oh God, she's just dropping red beans everywhere.
나 금명이 자전거 탔으면 좋겠어. 꼭.
꼭?
자전거도 못 타면 아궁이 앞에서만 살다 죽는 거야.
I get that.
난 금명이는
Give her the ability to like start riding, like you start with a tricycle then you ride a bike. The ability to go places.
노이 땅만 해. 그럼 내가 개가 될게. 어? 난 노선 같은 건 확실해. 뭐 어차피 생선 세배다 봤을 때부터 호래 새끼고.
Oh, go now.
난 땅이라고.
장손 하나 도와주시고 점지해 주시. 그죠? 장손 하나 점지해 주시는. 그죠?
Oh my gosh. You'd get very tired of having red beans thrown at you all the time, wouldn't you?
말 많고 게으른 건 피박의 황박이고.
She doesn't like anyone, does she? Apart from maybe Gumyoung.
너희 땅. 엄마의 하루는 매일 똑같이 시작됐지만
I was learning about mixed bean rice the other day and how there was like a shortage of rice. So to deal with that, they'd mix a load of beans in it.
2,000원 줬어. 2,000원어치 엿받고 잡수려면 잡수고.
And like some people would get told off in school if they had like too big a portion of rice. Oh.
앞으로는 내 밥.
Oh wow.
지네야 지네.
So this is Gumyoung.
없는 집에서 시집온 사모들 명품 좋아하는 거 더 가관이더라. 왜? 또 기분 나쁘니?
Oh my gosh.
난 금명이는 어디에도 안 꿀리고 살았으면 좋겠어. 저도 영범이만큼 능력이 있고
Quite right.
또 저는 허기지내라 그냥 취직은 성에 안 차서요. 그냥 과장, 부장, 사장까지 다 해먹고 싶어서요.
Quite right. You have goals. You shouldn't have to give them up for marriage.
어쩌겠어. 예쁘지도 않은 없는 집 맞다리 꼬이기도 꼬인 걸.
You're not pretty. What scriptwriter is making IU say she's not pretty?
이런 게 말하자면 다 허영이고 낭비지.
그 허영이 다 허기래.
Oof.
너무 힘들면 좀 쉬어. 휴가라도 쓰면서.
엄마가 회사 다녀봐. 죽겠어도 못 쉬어.
죽겠으면 그냥 관두고 시집이라도. 그래서 뭐.
That is absolutely not what she wants to hear.
엄마를 찌르면 내 가슴에도 똑같은 가시가 와서 박혔다.
그래. 그래, 살지 마. 엄마처럼 살지 마.
That's really hard.
엄마는 엄마대로 행복했어. 엄마 인생도 나름 쨍쨍했어. 그림 같은 순간이 얼마나 많았다고.
I think there's a lot of trauma that women get from their parents and their mums especially. And it's not most of the time when it's like a normal relationship, you know. It's never meant, like, mothers never mean to do that to their daughters, but like there is the relationship between mothers and daughters is just so interesting.
그들이 얼마나 치열하게 만든 요새였는지.
제주서 잡녀만한 날토란도 없죠. 집에 잡녀 하나 나면 집안에 기둥 하나 쓴다.
Oh my god, she is going to have a fucking hairy canary at this. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. She, oh my god.
시키 그냥 잡녀만한 상질도 없지.
Flip the table, Asun.
장례 안 시켜요.
아니 이게 눈이 돌았나? 애는 왜 붙들고
What do you mean? She's her daughter!
물릴까? 내 딸은 나처럼 안 살려요.
야 나가려면 너나 나가. 네가 뭔데
Oh my-
양심을 나가.
딸이에요, 내 딸. 그렇게 장녀 좋으면 아가씨를 시키시지. 왜 내 딸?
Exactly.
네 딸이나 시켜라? 어? 이게 어디 터진 주둥이
Well, frankly, why are you making her? Oh my god. Why is it Gumyoung that has to do it? Why can't it be your daughter?
착을 떨지. 그렇지. 티가 나지. 공부 없이 자란 티가 안 나고 배겨. 새콩가루 벨 상놈의
Oh, he's come home just in time.
눈깔 그냥 확 뒤집고 그냥 빠락빠락 그냥
여러만 말라. 쫓아내라. 소박을 낳아야 조상볼 나치레 뒤시켜.
You're not kicking her out.
엄마, 할머니, 애순이 나랑 살러 왔지. 이 집 며느리 살러 온 애 아니야.
뭐?
다시는 애순이 볼 생각 마. 이 집 며느리 내가 안 시켜.
It makes me really sad that he had to be the one that stood up for her, but like to like do that because like of the way it is, but I'm so glad he did. Like, it makes me sad that her showing a little bit of independence is like he has to go in and like back her up. She can't just be independent, if that makes sense. But like I totally understand historically and, you know, cultural context. Oh dear, she's been drawing on the walls.
도가가 냈죠, 도가가. 방세만 잘 내면 난 돋고기도 준다.
Oh. Who paid for their rent?
왜 자꾸 날 째려봐?
누구야? 희정이 누구야?
Not the cheating allegations.
우리 할머니 박막춘, 우리 엄마 권규.
우리 엄마인가? 아니, 우리 엄마가 어디 부잣집이야?
해도 너무하지. 해도.
주인 할망이 그러대. 새들은 9시만 헐리런다. 좌우간 예. 아니 불을 그렇게 성실하게 꺼졌기니 삼신 할망이 안 올래 안 올 수가 있어. 얘 광내 다 됐어. 문학 소녀가 아주망 다 됐다니까. 아우. 가깝기나 해야 광내부도 자꾸 보죠. 암만 방값이 싸도.
So she got pregnant pretty rapid then. Guess the stress helped. Or the lack of stress, I mean.
그 관식이는 여기서 배 잘 탄다대?
애 아빠야 뭐 성실하니까.
너 관식이가 바깥 얘기 일절 안 하는구나.
Uh-oh. What's he doing?
엄마야, 짠손 부사.
They've already seen it. Don't try and hide it.
만석군 땅 피해서 소작치기 힘든 거 마냥 도둑니서 그 집 배 안 타기가 더 힘들대는더라.
그렇다고 그 배를 타.
Whose boat? I love their relationship, honestly. They're both just like so dedicated to each other.
자.
Camille.
자꾸 긴 걸 입고 자.
Uh-oh. What's wrong with his arms? If he keeps sleeping in long sleeves. What is this guy making him do? Oh my god. Ow!
오징어 배까지 꼭 타야 돼? 사람이 잠을 자야 살지.
아빠 오징어 100개 타와.
She's like, not the squid boat, and kid's like, hundreds of squids!
저 그냥 설탕은 한 통 더 살게요.
Oh my god, this guy. I thought we were free of him.
인사도 못 드리고 해서. 손가락은 괜찮아요? 붙었대요?
Oh, does he work for— oh my god, he works for him? Are you kidding me on?
나지.
Is she being—
근데 양씨 아저씨도 대단하지. 어떻게 그걸 참고 밤새 배를 타요? 나 같으면 떼굴떼굴 굴렀어.
oh. Is she being abused?
배를 안 돌려줬대요? 예? 배를 안 돌려줬대요? 우리 애기 아빠 아직도 손이 다 안 펴져요.
Oh, you.
그래도 내가 손찌검은 진짜 그만하시라고 신신당부해놨어요. 이제는 진짜로다가 안 때린대요. 왜 유독 양씨 아저씨한테만 그러나 몰라.
You don't understand? We know.
우리 집 아저씨 좀 욱해서 그렇지 나쁜 사람은
It's because of her— it's because he was the one that Jeju went to. Oh my god. Oh, that could have been Jeju having a bloody lip.
왜 너만 맨날 이치 까는데? 너 뭐 돼? 저는 집에다 꿀 말아놨단께. 맨날 도시락. 뭔데 반찬 뭐?
Oh my god.
너 오늘 운전해. 아따매 선장님. 뭐 간식이 좋아요. 간다고 무던도 그렇게 맨날 잡아불어. 나 오늘 술 아주 짝으로 마실라니까 대기하다가 기사하라고.
Fuck off.
아니 싫으면 싫다고 말씀을 하셔. 왜 말을 안 나와? 너는 배가 없으니까? 그래.
Yes, it's exactly because of that. You pay him and he can't talk back to you.
예, 싫어요. 저는 거짓말은 못 쳐요.
Let's go, Kwang-sik. Oh wow. She's taking the gift back with her. Love that.
가지가 내가 안 주면 너는 가질 수가 없는 존재야. 어? 너 배 있어? 가지라면 갖고 있으라면 있는 거지. 왜 너만 맨날 톡겨? 아니 마누라가 그렇게 좋아.
Yes, he does. Surprisingly, a man who married his wife loves his wife.
뜨거? 어? 좋아 죽겠느냐고.
Yes, he does.
뭐? 꼴값들하고 자빠졌네.
Why does that make them losers?
뭘 알기라고.
He's the one who's still got a functioning marriage, whereas you have one failed and one where you're abusing your wife.
왜? 집에서도 외로워서?
Oh.
개새끼.
Go off, girly. Go off, girly. Ow!
이것들은 꼭 쳐 맞아야 정신 차리고. 뭐?
She's running like that while pregnant. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Oh, I like this. I feel like we've only ever really, like, we haven't seen a huge amount of her, like, standing up for him. Like, we have seen a bit, but, like, seeing exactly why he followed her around all those years, you know?
도덕미선 배탈 생각도 말아라. 어? 내가 아주 똥 밟을 뻔했지. 뭐 개새끼. 저거 팔랑 까져가지고. 하여튼 뭐.
Oh, now he's like, don't you dare talk about my wife like that. She's like, fuck off, I'm doing this. The 막걸리 coming out that guy's mouth.
정신 똑바로 차리고 한번 살아봐. 나중에 누가 똥인가 한번 두고 보게.
Go off.
쌍길에서 별명 바꿔야 쓰겠다. 도둑니 개새끼로.
아니 네가 까고 왜 네가 울어?
She's hormonal. She's pregnant.
해장가 들게.
두고 어떻게 가? 애순이 두고 가는 것보단 잘 보내고.
That's really sweet. I really like seeing affectionate marriages. Like, with people in their, like, middle ages. I don't know why it's making me cry. Because, I feel like there's just, sorry. Pull yourself together, Kirsty. There's just so much rhetoric of, like, you know, like, all these jokes of men being like, I don't love my wife. You know? Like, where it's like, oh, the old ball and chain, you know? And, like, you see so many marriages where it just seems like like they don't love each other, or like they're just tolerating each other. And I just really like seeing a relationship where they both care about each other so much still after many years of marriage. I don't think I want to get married ever, really, but, like, I don't know. It's just really sweet. Oh, I really love this show. I really love Aesun and Gwansik's relationship. I think they're just so sweet. And I really love that, like, he's, like, they're always standing up for each other, you know? Be it in big ways or little ways, like, they're always, like, backing each other. And I really appreciate it. I feel like until now, we've only really, we've seen Aesun do some things for Gwansik, but it's mostly been, like, Gwansik kind of being Mr. Strong and reliable and standing by her side, and, you know, and I liked seeing that snippet of her through the ages, like, stopping people from bullying him and calling them son of a bitch. Like, she's like as much as he's always stood by her, she has always stood up for him. And like, oh, I just really, really appreciate that. I really love that bit where she's fighting his mother and grandmother, and he's just like, nah, we're out. Instead of just bowing his head and being like, Aesun, apologize to them, he's like, no. He stood by her. He recognized that she was like at her breaking point with them, and it had to be something really big for that to happen. And he was like, nah, we're out. We're leaving. Stop treating my wife like shit. And I just, I really like their relationship. It's just really sweet. I know that this was releasing in four episodes every week. I think yesterday, the 28th, was the last lot. So yeah, I think this was spring. So I don't really know what we're gonna get from summer. I also really like how they're kind of intermingling, like seeing Aesun and Gwansik as like their early parts of their relationship. You know, like we got to see them get together, we seeing their married lives now and stuff, and I really like and how that's intermingling with like seeing them as grown adults and seeing Gumyoung is now a young woman, and how she behaves with her parents and the struggles she's going through, and seeing how I suppose the motherhood of like what Aesun's mother passed on to her, and then Aesun has passed on to her daughter. And I don't know, it's just there's so much focus on female relationships in this show, which I think is really, really good. You know, like you see Aesun's mother, who she so desperately wanted Aesun to be fiercely independent, and she really drove that home into her for the short period of life that she lived. Whereas that is kind of juxtaposed with Gwansik's mother and grandmother, who are very much still in that kind of stuck in the past kind of patriarchal society kind of expectations of women. And it's really interesting seeing that kind of fight against each other, because it is like such a like this period of time was like such a turning point when it comes to like women and what is expected of women, and like some people were still, they kind of were like living in that kind of old way, where some people were ready to move on. And I think it feels like, I feel like in some aspects Gwansik's mother is jealous of Aesun, because Aesun is so fiercely independent, and Gwansik's mother could never be that, and she has had to live with her mother-in-law for so long, and her mother-in-law despises her. And I think a lot of what she takes out on Aesun comes from her jealousy. I could be wrong for that, but I don't know. I just that's kind of what it feels like to me. And like she was taking out on Aesun what her mother-in-law was taking out on her. And then you also have like the Hinyos, who I find them really funny, and I really appreciate how like they kind of pop in and out and just like kind of make things like, I feel like they're kind of like a really good tool to make things happen, you know, like they're the gossip kind of aspect of them helps with like certain parts where maybe the Aesun wouldn't find out about stuff. Yeah, they're still like fiercely loyal to Gwanglie, and like how her ideals and stuff like that for Aesun and Aesun's family, and they were like, absolute, like, no, does Aesun know that you have brought her daughter here when her mother didn't even want Aesun to dive? Why would Gwanglie want her grandchild to not die? I mean, she wouldn't want her to die either, but yeah, so I don't know, I really appreciate them as like a narrative tool. Yeah, I really like this show. I never thought I would like really appreciate a slice of life like this, but let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.